Tell Me the Story by Max Lucado. Introduction. When Mice Roar. 2-year-old Sarah sits on my lap. We are watching a comedy on television about a guy who has a mouse in his room. He is asleep. He opens one eye and finds himself peering into the face of the rodent. The camera gets eye level with the mouse, and suddenly the screen is filled with two eyes, whiskers, and a twitching nose. I laugh, but Sarah panics. She turns away from the screen and buries her face in my shoulder. Her arms encircle my neck and clamp like a vice. Her little body grows rigid. She thinks the mouse is going to get her. It's okay, Sarah, I assure her. She won't let go. It's only a picture. She peers up at me with one eye and then burrows her nose back into my shirt. Mouse, get me, she whimpers. There's nothing to be afraid of, I say. It's only a pretend mouse. I speak with confidence, because I am confident. There is really nothing to fear. I know. I've seen big mice on picture screens before. I know they go away. Sarah doesn't. 2-year-olds don't understand the concept of television. As far as she knows, the rodent on the screen is about to bound out of the box and gobble her up. As far as she knows, the mouse will be there every time she comes into this room. As far as she knows, television sets are nothing more than glass cages that house giant mice. There is a reason to be afraid, so she is afraid. But with time, I convince her. With time, she believes that the mouse is just a toy and that the tube can be turned off. Soon she relaxes on my lap, and we giggle at the man as his water faucet breaks and sprays him with water. Sarah's gone from white-faced fear to peaceful chuckles in a few moments. Why? Because her dad spoke and she believed. Would that we would do the same. Got any giant mice on your screen? Got any fears that won't go away? Got any whiskered monsters staring at you? I wish the fears were just television images. They aren't. They lurk in hospital rooms and funeral homes. They stare at us from divorce papers and eviction notices. They glare through the eyes of cruel parents or an abusive mate. And we, like Sarah, get frightened. But we, like Sarah, don't know where to turn. Why did Sarah turn to her dad for comfort? Simple. She knows me. Her world is comprised of a handful of people, and I'm one of them. And it just so happens that I'm the biggest person in her world. And she thinks I'm strong. I can pick her up. She thinks I'm smart. I can drive a car. And she thinks I'm wise. Please don't tell her the truth. And because she knows, she trusts me. Instinctively, she is aware that I know more than she. So when I tell her not to worry, she doesn't worry. Instinctively, we should know that God knows more than we do. Common sense would tell us He isn't afraid of the mice that roar in our world. We squirm at death. He doesn't. We're afraid of tomorrows. He isn't. We grow nervous in changing times. Not God. He's been there before. He knows how these shows end. He knows that the worst fear the foe can throw is only a mirage, and he wants us to listen to his voice and trust him, as Sarah trusted me. To do that, however, we must do what Sarah did. We must know our Father. And that is the goal Ron and I have in this book, to help you know your Father, to help you know the Father who put the ocean in the palm of his hand, used his fingers to measure the sky, used scales to weigh the mountains, and even more to help you know the Father who takes care of his people like a shepherd and gathers them like lambs in his arms. These stories and paintings are for children from 6 to 60 who desire to see God. There are times when mice roar. There are times when we need a strong pair of arms. You need to know that the arms of God are there. It's up to you to turn to Him.